increasingly within the national context. One of the biggest failings in our country over the last few years has been leadership. And so it becomes increasingly important as times get rougher and the operating environment becomes more uncertain and more chaotic, that we cultivate good leadership, good solid leadership, and leaders that are able to stand up and be counted at this very critical juncture in South Africa's history. People that can be the light that all our employees are looking for, people that can cut through the negativity and the noise and show that there's something to fight for in this country. And that's the kind of leadership we need. We need empathetic leadership. We need patient leadership. We need leaders who listen rather than speak. We need leaders who understand that maybe you need to wait for the right time to act in order to have the most positive impact. And you need leaders who start understanding that business is no longer just about spreadsheets and numbers, but that business, as it always been and more importantly is becoming, about people.
What I loved about today was that it was really relevant, it was contextual, we had leaders from across different industries and we could really learn from one another, and we could really reflect on what was important and really leave with some practical tips and things that we could change. And that's going to make an impact in all of our businesses and organizations.
I think it was quite a very thought-provoking session, and I think it's a session that I wish more leaders in corporate could be exposed to, because it actually exposes you to a number of things that bring you back to reality. There are things that we take for granted and think, I have this, I know this, but I think it's actually quite interesting when you start taking some of the key leadership learnings or things that you've got to learn and have in the 21st century, and things that you have to unlearn, which is what the session was all about. I want to thank Accelerate Cape Town. It's been a fantastic opportunity. As one of the delegates said earlier, that we're humans, and the 8 or 9 dimensions that we spoke about today take you back to the whole essence of humanity and remind you that you are a human being, not a robot. And that also as a leader, the impact you have on the people around you in connection with the love, the courage, conviction, all these qualities that you need to have as a 21st century leader, you have to share with your team, and that's what people are looking at when they look at you as a leader.
All of us here will take away a lot to reflect upon, and in my case I can certainly say that there have been some very important learnings, reinforcing some of the things that one's been doing instinctively, but also reminding one of how much importance there is to be attached to being mindful about what it is one is doing and how one is doing it. I think the most inspiring thing about today is from the privileged position of being a board member on Accelerate Cape Town, and having been one of the founding members of Accelerate Cape Town a very, very long time ago, it must be more than 15 years ago, is to look around a room today and to be reminded, and here's the sales switch, to be reminded why it is so important that an organization like Accelerate Cape Town exists, and to be inspired and encouraged by the membership of the organization, and to see all the reasons why we exist as an organization embodied here today. Because firstly, the networking opportunities that we have, an opportunity to engage with people that we would simply never have met in Cape Town business. It's a sort of a fast forward, hence the Accelerate, into engaging with each other and learning about each other, helping each other, and most importantly helping to build not just ourselves but our businesses around us.